بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to grade 8 from Al-Tamayiz Model School. Dear students, go on page 12. We have 3 exercises as you see in the picture here. This is the picture of the page workbook. Okay, let's start with number 4. Write 2 sentences about 2 different people. Okay, so here are the names of the people: Ibrahim, Hanan, Hamad, Rashid. Okay, what about this one? Favorite activity. His favorite activity. Then how often? What does that mean? How often? So how many times this person practice this activity? Okay, today, what he is doing today, this person, as you see here, for example, for Ibrahim, football practice. So here that means he is playing football. Okay, so here the first one answer, as you see, Ibrahim plays football twice a week. Today he is practicing football. Okay, now let's cover the rest of people. Hanan, what about Hanan? What's her favorite activity? Her favorite activity, drawing. Okay, how often she practice this activity? Every weekend. Today, a portrait. So we can form the sentences as you see, the first one in present simple and the second one in present continuous tense. The first one, Hanan draws pictures every weekend. Today she is drawing a portrait. Okay, next one, next person, Hamad, as you see, Hamad plays chess every evening. Today he is reading a book about chess. Okay, next person, Rashid, his favorite activity, tennis. How often? They wrote here, once a week. Today, a game with a friend. So how we can form a sentence in present simple and how we can form a sentence in present continuous. As you see here, we can start with the subject. Rashid plays tennis once a week. This is in present simple, right? Because the verb with S. Rashid plays. Let's go on the second sentence here. Today he is playing a game with a friend. So today in present continuous, here he is playing. So we added ing for the verb because it's a present continuous. Okay, now exercise number 5. The question says use some of the adverbs of frequency to write sentences about one of your friends. Can the rest of the class guess who is? Okay, so as you see here in the triangle, here we have the adverbs of frequency. Okay, from the 0 until 100%. So what does that mean to us? Never. So never, this is 0%. Okay, he doesn't do or practice anything. Rarely. Okay, after that, occasionally. occasionally. Okay, occasionally. Then, sometimes, sometimes, often, frequently, frequently, usually, always. Always here 100%. We can say usually 90%. Frequently, frequently maybe 80%. Okay? Often 70%. Sometimes 60%. And so on. Look at here the first one or the first example. He or she always smiles. Okay? Here, he or she always smiles. Number one, these are examples from my own. You can change them and write sentence about your friend as you like. Let's read these sentences. Okay, the first one, he usually goes to school by car. Number two, he frequently goes home by bus. Number three, he often plays football with us during break. Number four, he sometimes plays some tricks on his classmates. Number five, he rarely misses his lessons. Number six, he never speaks loudly with his teachers. Okay? That's the answers of exercise number 5. Okay? Exercise number 6. Follow the instructions. Follow the instructions. So what are these instructions? Correct the verb. Make a negative. Ask a question. Ask a question. Okay? So, as you see here, we have 5 sentences. Let's read them and correct or make a negative or ask questions. Okay? Number 1, let's read together. My brother walks to school every day. My brother walks to school every day. Here, the first instruction, correct the verb. Correct the verb. So, how we can correct the verb? Walk. Here, the tense here, every day. Present simple, right? So, if the subject is singular, we have to add s for the verb. So, look at the answer here. Let's check it together. As you see here, the answer will be my brother walks to school every day. My brother walks to school every day. Next one, number 2, he's listening to music at the moment. He's listening to music at the moment. Okay? Make negative. How we can make or form a negative from the present continuous sentence? We should add not for the helping verb is. So the answer will be he is not listening to music at the moment. Okay? Or in the long form, he is not listening to music at the moment. So what's the difference between the first and the second sentence? The first one in short form, not here in short form, and in the second sentence not in a long form. Okay? Number 3, Omar goes camping during his holiday. Make negative. So how we can make negative from present simple sentence? We should or we have to add do or does. according to the subject. So if the subject is singular, put after it doesn't. If the subject is plural, put don't. And don't forget to delete s or es. Okay? So look at the answer. Omar doesn't go camping during his holiday. So what we change here, as you see, doesn't, we insert what? Doesn't after the subject, then we deleted es. Okay? Number 4, my friends travel to Italy every year. Ask a question. Ask a question here. So how we can form a question from this sentence? So here the sentence, as you see, we can form 2 questions from this sentence. We can ask by when, and we can ask by where. And don't forget to write the question mark at the end of your sentence. Okay? So look at the answers here. This is number 1 and this is number 2. So let's start with the first one. Where do your friends travel every year? Look at the question mark here. And I started my sentence or question with where. Where. After that, the helping verb do. Then the complete or compound subject, your friends. Okay? Then the rest of the sentence. Okay? So the second one, I asked or started my sentence with when. Okay? Where for place and when for time. When do your friends travel to Italy? And the question mark. So here the answer of the first one is where do your friends travel every year? Here to Italy, because I'm asking about place, to Italy. But the answer of the second one, when do your friends travel to Italy? The answer, every year. Every year, because I'm asking about time. Okay? Number 5. The students are working on the science project now. Ask a question. Okay? How we can form or ask a question about this sentence? We can say, what are the students doing now? What are the students doing now? The same thing. Pay attention to the question mark, at the end of the sentence. Okay? As a closure to our video, let me ask you this question. Okay? What should you do to live a healthy life? What should you do to live a healthy life? So we can say sleep better, right? Eat healthy food. Practice regular activities, okay? Or we can say follow a good nutrition, right? Play sports, okay? And so on. Have a useful listening and watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.